This here little pitter from Electro & Co has proven to be such a fun bike, and honestly, it's my favorite thing to wheelie right now. And I must say, the stock brakes are definitely better than anything I've seen in this pit bike class. They come with DOT fluid and have larger pads and have way more stopping power than Zoom brakes, or even stock Sur-Ron or Talaria brakes. But in stunning out my Triple X, I found the perfect brakes. So what does that mean? I don't know why I'm doing an accent. But it means, of course, we're installing the exact same brakes on the RTR. These brakes are great because they come with DOT fluid, but have calipers and pads in the form factor of a beefed up MTB caliper. AKA, we get less brake fade, but more brake feel. You can still use the stock rotors on your RTR, making install a breeze, for the most part. Okay guys, quick break in the montage. So these new Formula E moto brakes have a smaller opening here for this mount. So basically when this mounts to the brake mount, the Electro & Co stock ones can kind of move around, so they have movement so they can mount correctly. These have much less clearance, so they can't shift over far enough for them to actually mount. So I got a bunch of miscellaneous spacers that I'm gonna put on the brake mount for the front and probably then on the rotor for the rear. So let's do that. Okay guys, the new brakes are now successfully mounted on the front. You can hear there's a little bit of brake drag. I think it's because this rotor is a little bit thicker than the normal rotor that these would go on. But essentially, I just used 3 of these spacers. I just picked them up at a little hardware. I just slipped them right here. So there's just 3 of them that go into the mount. So now I'll push this caliper over enough so it's able to spin freely. Gotcha, bitch. Alright, so for the rear brake, you're going to mount it up. You're going to have some extra line. I'm just going to tuck this here and zip tie it up, put it behind the front number plate. You won't see it at all. But I routed it the same way it's routed stock through this piece here, and you screw it in here, bring it all the way down through this portion, maybe add a zip tie somewhere around here, and then it also goes through this line. So we're going to button this up, get all the side covers back on, and then deal with getting the rotor set up and the caliper on the back. Alright, so next up we're going to add spacers behind this rotor. And we're gonna see if we can do it without even taking off the rotor, because I hate bike work. All right guys, so she's done. Behind each one of these bolts, we have 3/8 inch, I believe, spacers or washers, if you will. And I just have them tucked behind here. So it's able to shift this rotor over, so then this clears and the wheel actually spins. So now it works, the brakes work. So what do we do once an install is done? We go ride, baby. Let's ride. Let's ride indeed. As you guys can tell, this bike looks completely different now, so let me quick give you some cinematics of it. But yeah, thing looks like a baby Stark. Pretty sick, but let's go test out these brakes. Okay guys, so we are here at the lot. We're gonna get a little practice session in. This is a closed road YouTube, so please treat this video kindly. There's only one exit, so hopefully I don't get trapped here. But anyways, just what I wanna say first. So these brakes are going to run you $519. Huge shout out to eMotoWorks for sending these over to me. If you wanna get these, go to eMotoWorks. I'll link it down in the description. And also use code ConnorG because it can save you a couple bucks. But without further ado, let's just test these things. Got a nice little shift lock that I fabbed up, but here we go. Oh my goodness. I feel like I can just drop back so much more, and it's really just a feeling where you can like feather that brake. So like, look at this, effortless. Just lock it up. Barely put any pressure on the brake. I prefer that. Some people might not like that, but I love it. And then we have the circles. Circle King is back, people. It's me. I'm the Circle King. Self-proclaimed. That's just sliding off this seat though. We are gonna put a seat cover on this thing. Hey, not bad for not riding in a bit. But wow, these feel freaking awesome, dude. Get some combos. Just so much more comfortable in the drop back. Like when you drop back past 12 almost, that's where these feel really nice. And you don't have to like really squeeze the heck out of the lever. You just do a tiny little input, brings it down. Let's try a little stoppie. These feel just insanely good. So much better than stock. Again, the stock ones weren't bad for what they were, but for what I prefer, what I'm used to, I love consistency across my bike. So have these on the XXX, love them on this. We're fighting the wind. So far, I'm loving these things, guys. I really just gotta get more practice, but what do you think of the new look too, guys? I think it looks pretty sweet. We can always go back to white if you guys like that more. We do have the white stripes in here, but I think it's cool. I will say, since this bike is so light and so little, you don't really need a ton of brake input to bring yourself down here. The one thing I'll have to get used to on this is it probably will be easy to give it a little too much brake and potentially mousetrap, but knee knock, seat standard. Oh my goodness, just went in that gap there. Man, does it feel good to be on the bike, man. I always pick the windiest spot. You hear the toolbox flipping about, but I'm still amazed by how well this thing stoppies. I'm not even good at stoppies. Nice, bro. How's your day going, man? Good? Good? Like that hat. Go Birds. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Okay. We like these brakes. We do. We love them, actually. Dude, just such an S-tier stunt bike. Better than any 110 you could ride. Just nice to feel so confident on a little bike too. Guys, if you are looking to get into wheelies and stunting, get a mini, because the minis they're so much more forgiving. I learned how to get pretty decent on my upgraded Razor, because then you can do it on the mini and then it just translates well to the big bikes. Come on now. Who is that guy? Stop it. Yeah, I just don't think there's really any other comparison to this bike out right now. I know Raw released their 72 volt mini, but it's just not the same as this thing. That's for sure. Come on now, guys. These brakes are just so good. Highly recommend them. They're a little expensive, but can't put a price on not looping, that's for sure. Let's get some circles here too. Knee knock circles. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, guys, I think I'm going to go continue riding around a little bit, get more used to these. I'll definitely post some more videos soon on this, getting nice and nice with the RTR, but YouTube's been a little tough recently with demonetizing any wheelies in the street, so that'll be for a separate video. But again, if you guys want these brakes, I highly recommend them. They're expensive, but once they're on, they are money. It does take just a little bit of finessing to get it to work. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, but you can get these at eMotoWorks. I'll leave them in the description. Otherwise, we're on our road to 100K, so if y'all could sub, I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Peace.